sauce. Wake up, grab your phone, good vibes everywhere. Ryder's got big muscles, Lisa's got the hair. You never know what they're gonna say, but there's a 45% chance you might like it anyway. It's the sauce, they're spilling it live for you. It's the sauce with your favorite morning crew. It's the sauce, 2 hours will fly by. They don't know what they're doing, but they're gonna try. It's the sauce.
I'm Electronic Jordan from Calgary, and I'm on the sauce with Ryder and Lisa.
Hi, I'm Donna. I'm from California, and I'm on the sauce with Ryder and Lisa.
I'm Justin from Stony Plain, and I'm on the sauce with Ryder and Lisa.
Wake up, grab your phone, good vibes everywhere. Ryder's got big muscles, Lisa's got the hair. You never know what they're gonna say, but there's a 45% chance you might like it anyway. It's the sauce, they're spilling it live for you. It's the sauce with your favorite morning crew. It's the sauce, 2 hours will fly by. They don't know what they're doing, but they're gonna try. It's the sauce.
I'm Electronic Jordan from Calgary, and I'm on the sauce with Ryder and Lisa.
Hi, I'm Donna. I'm from California, and I'm on the sauce with Ryder and Lisa.
I'm Justin from Stony Plain, and I'm on the sauce with Ryder and Lisa.
Check, check.
Check, check.
Check, check.
Check, check.
Check, check, check.
Firing up 2026 in a big way. I just posted something on my Instagram and then realized afterwards you could see all the tabs
What kind of tabs do you have?
on my laptop. I think we're good.
Okay. We do have more saucer intros, so we're very excited about that. Thanks to everyone that sent us a speak pipe. It's really easy, and it's always available if you're like, I'm in the mood to be on their show. Speakpipe.com/Ryder and Lisa is where you can get that little intro in.
We really like featuring the saucers here on the show, so please do it, and we'll happily play your audio.
2026.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome to the Sports Interaction Studio. So happy to see so many people in the chat already. Sorry. #blame Ryder. He went on a golf trip and it took too long.
I had it planned before we took the job here.
That's right. But now there's rumors circulating around Oilersnation that we don't work hard.
Is that happening?
Yeah.
Or just that we take a lot of vacation
That's
days?
it. That's the ongoing joke already, and we've only been working here for 2 months.
That's, you know who's starting those, though?
Rick.
It's Rick, who's here like 2 days a week.
3.
So,
But still, good morning, producer Reese. How are you?
Good morning, guys. Glad everybody can hear us now.
yeah, we're rolling.
Way she goes.
Holidays were good.
Yeah, holidays were successful. Made it out. Not a scratch on me.
All right.
Thank God.
How was Stranger Things season 5? It's donezo.
Yeah, Stranger Things is all done. I don't know if we want to get into this now.
Why not?
Yeah, okay. So there's this big ongoing, like, Stranger Things is done, wrapped, show's over.
Yeah.
But there's this big, like, online theory that there's another episode coming out tonight.
Really?
There's
Why?
just
Was
all
the
these-
ending bad?
Well, I think there's a lot of people that were like underwhelmed with the ending. And so then I think there's just so many people that watch this show so like intently that now they're like, okay, this can't be the ending. There's gotta be more. And there's like all these little things that don't really line up with it. So now like everybody's just full on.
Interesting.
Like, the show's not over.
Could
Okay,
this make
that's, like-
things a little tricky as far as like the storyline of the show if they don't have an episode planned and they're just like, no, that was it?
I think there's gonna be a lot of people that are very disappointed.
Because
Okay.
you don't think that there is going to be an episode.
I
tonight.
don't know. I think it's like, it sounds kind of crazy for sure.
Uh-huh.
No, it would be iconic though because it's never been done. That's never been done where they're
Right.
like, just kidding, here's another, or has it? I don't recall that
I don't ever
happening.
remembering a surprise episode afterwards. No.
It would be pretty cool.
Uh-huh.
But I don't know. I don't want to get my hopes up and get let down again.
I have
you
one question about the show. Does Barb make an appearance again?
Well, so that's another one of the weird things is that she was at like the season 5 like premiere and stuff and said that her body was in the show,
But then it
you
wasn't?
never see Barb.
What if she is the main character
What if
in the
she's Vecna?
final? She is. That's iconic.
What if they did, like, why didn't they do To Be Continued? That would have got everybody so
no,
hyped.
to
Well,
be
they-
continued is still a thing.
What do you mean?
People still have to be continued episodes.
Yeah, I know, but like when they're saying this is it, and they could have gotten, I think, a lot more hype than a random rumor online that Reddit's taken over. I don't know.
But then when it says to be continued, wouldn't that just like, there's an episode coming? Whereas right now, the mystery is what's keeping everyone excited.
Yeah. I mean, maybe. I'm interested in this.
It's crazy.
Now all of a sudden I'm going to start watching the show.
You have to do it all in the next 12 hours.
Speaking of shows that have been around for a while now, we have a very special guest lined up, but he's not able to join us for the next week. So we thought it would be appropriate to go and re-watch the one and only season, if I'm not mistaken, of Tiger King. Because Joe Exotic is set to be on our show on the 14th, maybe?
Exactly a week. So Joe Exotic DM'd us saying, hey. And we replied with, hey. So he's trying to promote the fact that he's raising money so he can get out of jail.
Mm-hmm.
And how he's promoting himself is he's calling people for Valentine's Day. So on his Instagram, I don't know how he has access to Instagram, but he was legitimately messaging us.
Yeah.
I have the receipts. I have the DMs. He's got the blue check mark. And he has this promotion going right now where he's like, if you donate $50 to me, I'll call your partner for Valentine's Day. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, me neither.
But we asked him, I was like, can you be our first guest of 2026? Like, we wanted to get Joe Exotic on the show today. He's like, and he writes back really quick, right? Like, I don't know if he's not allowed to have a phone. You got to think that the authorities there know. He's got 500,000 followers on Instagram and
Yeah, I
he's
mean-
posting every 20 minutes.
Well, yeah, what's happening?
He's
What
like,
world are
can't-
we in?
I was like, can you do a video call? And he's like, no, I can't push buttons. And I was like, what? You're pushing buttons right now to talk to me. And then he said that he also has to be the one to call us. I'm like, that's also pushing buttons. So maybe he's not going to be using his phone. He'll be using the one in the jail.
Yeah, is there a chance, as I've been trying to understand how this all works as well, is there a chance that he has a buddy or like a boyfriend?
It's his
or
husband.
Okay. That is running his social media accounts and just relaying messages to him. So he goes in, meets up with Joe and says, hey, I got this new show in Canada that are down to have you on.
Okay, everyone in the chat thinks that we're getting scammed. So I think we need to like show the receipts of what account has been messaging us because no one believes us.
Mm-hmm. Listen, if we talk to him, fantastic. If he ghosts us, how cool is it that we would have the 3 names on the ghost list be Sean Avery, NHL prick.
Yeah.
You're right.
Jerk alert. Okay, Reese, check your email. We got to post this on the screen so people can see that it's legitimately Joe Exotic messaging us. I just emailed it to you. So we got Sean Avery on the list.
Yeah, and then one of the founders of Oilersnation,
Wanye,
who promised he wouldn't ghost us,
He
and
said
then
he would never ghost, and then he did.
And then if we add Joe Exotic to it, hell yeah.
That's quite the list.
Do you ever feel like you're saying it wrong and it should be Joe Erotic?
I think that's what he wishes he went with.
Yeah. Every time I say it, I'm like, Joe, did I just say that right? It's like when you say organism in class.
And you accidentally say orgasm.
Yeah, or you do say it right and then you're checking yourself. Like, did I say that right? Anyway.
Okay, so we have the receipts that it is legitimately Joe Exotic DMing us. Reese, at any point when you get that, put it on the screen because people are shaming us in the chat and telling us to not get scammed. Listen, I know that scamming is at an all-time high.
Yeah, we've only had to send them 4 installments of $1,000 so far, so I don't think that's greasy, right?
I think that's really normal for someone as famous as Joe Exotic.
I like this from Jordan in the chat. Can we please help a guilty man get out of jail?
Yeah, can we please help the guy who schemed to kill Carol Baskin?
Hey, dumb bitch.
Man, that show absolutely saved us when we were all. Was this at the beginning of COVID and no one had anything else to do, so we all just binge watched the Tiger King?
Exactly right.
And it was so good. That scene where one of the people working for him gets bit by a tiger, loses an arm. And all Joe Exotic says is he's thinking about himself only. I'm never going to financially recover from this. I don't know if there's anything more quotable than that.
Well, anything he's ever said about Carol Baskin, it was also very quotable. Like, I have a rough time not just swearing every time I hear that name.
Is there someone in the chat called Saucy Carol Baskin? What is going on? What is happening? Let's give some love to those of you who are already checking out the show. Thank you so much for being here. There's the DM up on the screen. Joe Exotic, the blue check mark, almost 400,000 followers. He wrote, hey.
This looks like we're really trying, though, and he is not that committed.
Okay, so
like,
here's...
just based on how many words you used and how many he used.
I just love his commitment of just, hey, throwing it out there. Let's see if I can get on this podcast. And if you go to his profile...
Can't do that.
Can't do that kind of call. Okay, what is happening in this jail?
If we help him get out, then maybe he can actually like come into the studio or be a regular guest around here. Mm-hmm. Right?
He can thank the saucers for
saucers
freeing him.
Might be able to free this very guilty man.
Lindsay La Salsa in the chat. Mr. Burns 91 has checked in. Saucy Amber. We've got Northside Norm. We've got Lisa Hayden. Saucy MO2. We do have a Saucy Carol Baskin. That is so funny. Saucy Miss McKay is in the chat. Nicole Johnston. Trav Taylor. Justin Morton. Jess. The list goes on. Thanks for being here, everyone. Make sure you're liking this video.
Can we stay with some entertainment news? There's some other interesting things going on right now. We mentioned Stranger Things, but I first want to let you know that the entertainment news today is brought to you by Southview Acura.
Nice.
God bless them.
Good people over there.
Family owned and operated on Edmonton's south side, Southview Acura offers a premier selection of new and pre-owned Acuras and more backed by expert service you can trust. Stop by today and discover why at Southview Acura luxury meets reality. I'm emceeing their Christmas party on Saturday.
They haven't had their Christmas party yet?
They're doing it this Saturday.
Oh, no.
Or maybe it's Friday. Oh, God, I should check that.
That would be really bad if you no-showed.
Really bad.
Speaking of your Acura, how's it doing on residential roads? Because
it's terrific.
The Edmonton residential areas, it's not good.
Right.
Whereas you go somewhere like St. Albert, paved. The city of St. Albert has paved their residential roads. Edmonton, it's not good. I actually
I don't know if you meant paved.
What did I say?
Paved.
Cleared.
Yeah, it would be a really weird time if they were out there paving.
I meant to say plowed.
Yeah, paved. They paved their roads in this weather.
It's a strange time of year to be doing that.
How does it dry?
No, I almost got my car stuck in front of Connor McDavid's house, and I don't know if there'd be anything more mortifying than having to knock on the door and be like, "Hey, Lauren,
can you help me push?
Put your $4,000 winter boots on and come push my vehicle out of the snow. So I was in the area getting my eyebrows done. I get them laminated. And I was like, I'm pretty sure this is Connor McDavid's neighborhood. So I was like, I'll do a lap. I'll see. I've never seen his house before. I don't actually know where it is. And then once I was in that residential area that has not been plowed, I was like, my car's going to get stuck. That would be so embarrassing. Why are you... They would look at me and they'd be like, you're not from around here. You have stains on your sweatpants. What are you doing in our neighborhood? And I'd be like, ugh.
Then those boots are nowhere near $4,000.
No, those are knockoff Uggs.
So yeah, good you didn't get stuck.
That would be so embarrassing. But
The worst.
there was a motive. I felt creepy.
That is really creepy.
I felt like a heated rivalry fan where they're like going a little too far with finding out everything about the main actors' lives and their online presence from 10 years ago. It's crazy. Like those guys had 5,000 followers on Instagram. Now they have millions. Like that's getting too famous too fast.
It'll be tough for them to navigate probably. Right?
Yeah, I think I would really struggle with that. But both of them are going to be on a late night show coming up soon.
Yeah, I've got the details on that here as well.
Let's hear it.
It is going to be Where Did It Go? Where Did It Go?
Hudson Williams, who plays Shane Hollander, will be on Jimmy Fallon tonight. It's his first appearance on a late night show. And then Connor Story will be on Seth Meyers on January 12th.
There it is. So you had the information, not me.
Well, as soon as I opened my prep sheet, it was the first thing I saw.
Entertainment news. You mentioned Stranger Things. They've had a very good ability, that show has, to shine a light on songs from the past that people
Running up that hill.
people almost forgot about. Like nobody forgot about Kate Bush running up that hill.
I didn't even know the song before it got big on Stranger Things.
Well,
I'm
there we
sorry.
go.
I'm sorry. Listen, I know my 70s music. I know a lot of 80s music and 90s music. I had never heard of Kate Bush running up that hill. I'm sorry.
And that song absolutely rips, and that show like threw it from kind of a forgotten song to like mainstream. Like it was getting played on top 40 stations.
I don't mean to circle back to heated rivalry yet again, but I can't help myself. It's like Tattoo All the Things She Said in that iconic bar scene. That song's taking off again now too because of a show. It happens.
That song absolutely shreds too. So the latest is Heroes from David Bowie, which the numbers are insane.
Because of Stranger Things.
Yeah, it was in the season or series finale. And it jumped almost 500% on streaming platforms after appearing on the show's end credits.
Cool.
1977 is when that song came out, and now it's just exploding.
I love it.
Some other music news for you. Bruno Mars has announced he's ready to drop some new music. It sounds like it's going to be a full album. The Weeknd and Lady Gaga are joining forces for a song that is going to be kind of featured for the World Cup. So
when's that? That's coming soon, isn't it? When's the World Cup?
no, it's in the summer,
Oh, okay.
like June, July. It takes like 2 full months pretty much for that tournament to start and finish. But yeah.
So
it's in the
Bruno
summer.
Mars has been working on new music, new album coming out to pay off his gambling debts.
Yes.
Which, good
We're-
for him.
We're heavy. It sounded like.
Yeah, it seemed that way.
Like, can you imagine being that well known and guys wanted to fight you, and plus you're 5'2"?
Well, he had like a long contract with MGM, right? As like basically like this is how you're not gonna make any money from doing this, but you're gonna pay off all of what you owe us.
That's
pretty
right.
much.
That's
No
right.
kidding, hey?
I'm pretty sure.
It's wild. Like what gambling can turn into if you're not careful, if you don't play responsibly.
Make sure you're playing responsibly.
Yeah, it can get out of hand pretty quick. I wonder if guys like that too think they're invincible. Like if Bruno Mars was like, "I'm so rich, I can throw down $20,000 on a bet," but then if you lose 10 of those bets in a night, like you're walking away, and nobody's gonna be able to handle a $2 million lost night and not feel it.
Bruno Mars was also like huge for a while and was probably making like way more money over like a certain period of time than he was like for a longer stretch. So I wonder if he just like really went all in when he was like really balling out.
Yeah.
And then all of a
And then
sudden
those
just
checks
didn't
aren't
have
quite
that
as
much
big that are coming in on a regular basis. Yeah, good
He
point.
can thank Lady Gaga too, because their song "Die with a Smile" was like one of the biggest stream songs of 2025.
I think it was number 1.
Yeah.
So he's still obviously making some money, but I'm sure this album drop will help with that.
I actually saw. Were you with me? Did you come to Bruno Mars with me?
Yeah.
That was such a fun concert. They started right on time. It was high energy from the very beginning, and I loved it.
That's the most old woman take I've ever had. The most excited part about that was that they started on time.
Is there anything worse?
No, I know, but it's just like everybody was like, what's she going to say? How is she going to recap this?
I felt the same way when I saw the Eagles. I was like, nice.
They started on time.
Right at 8. Unbelievable work.
I love that that's what it takes for you to enjoy a show. Next up for music news, ZZ Top's guitarist just released a story about their beards and shaving them.
Okay.
Apparently, Gillette offered them $1 million each to shave their goatees for a commercial in the 80s. So that would be like 20, 30 million now. Something like that.
And they said no.
Yeah, they said no. They asked like a old music vet, and he said, well, the money's good. You might want to consider doing it, but I'm not sure you guys, any of you guys, even know what's under there.
I was going to say, maybe they have ugly chins.
That's it, right?
You can't lose your sex appeal.
You could lose a lot of swag doing that. So they said no to $1 million each in the 80s.
Do you want to hear something crazy? My mom worked for Gillette for a very long time, and it was when I started shaving my legs and armpits. And so I didn't have to buy razors until I was 30.
Okay.
Because we had so many razors in the house, to the point where I would go into the drugstore when it was time for me to buy my own razors, and I didn't know how, because they're in those weird locked up compartments. And I was like, what is this? How do I get into this?
And also expensive.
So expensive. The amount of money that I've saved on razors because my mom worked for Gillette, incredible. Probably the same amount of money as the guys that could have made money.
Yeah, ZZ Top. Some other music news. A fan-created website called MTV Rewind has just launched, and they have 27,293 music videos located on there. And it's all just based on the fact that MTV shut down their music channels, and this guy, creator Flexosaurus Rex, built the free archive using YouTube content, organizing videos chronologically from 1981 in the debut to the 2020s. So if you're interested, MTV Rewind now, a website where you can go and just watch whatever music video you want to.
That's really smart, especially because they were teasing that MTV was going to shut down. Some guy was like, all right, well, I'll just take over and make a bunch of money off of these people giving up on something that was so special to us growing up. Like, I remember going home, watching Much Music, the countdown, even if I knew what the number one music video was still, I waited to rewatch it again because we didn't have YouTube then where you could watch it whenever you wanted. You had to wait.
The amount of times I would have watched, like, California Love.
Da-na-na-na.
Like, what? I don't even know if I could count that high.
I think it was the Britney Spears music video for me, like her on the basketball court, doing backflips outside of her high school in the pink sports bra with white baggy pants.
What song was that for?
That was her first song.
Oops,
Hit Me Baby.
Hit Me Baby? Okay.
Oh, Oops, I Did It Again, also amazing with the red jumpsuit. And then you would watch pop-up video and you'd learn all of these like hidden stories from behind the scenes of what happened on set. When she was doing Oops, I Did It Again, and there's that scene where the camera's above her and she's laying down, the camera dropped on her and she had to get stitches in her head.
No way.
I learned that from pop-up video.
I thought Toxic was the red outfit.
No, Toxic also has a red outfit, though.
Okay.
That's the one where she wears like the glittery kind of see-through outfit.
And
she's the flight attendant.
God, she was so hot for such a long stretch there. Hey,
She's still killing it with her swords and heavy eyeliner.
She's killing it with all those swords. Never thought I'd say that, but there we are. And then I have some TV news as well that I just wanted to dive into quick. Then we're going to recap the Oilers game from last night. It was a big one.
Yes, of course. We got to talk about McDavid's hat trick.
But Fox has announced that it's going to premiere Johnny Knoxville's Fear Factor, House of Fear, on January 11th, immediately after the network's NFL wildcard coverage. So NFL wildcard game.
That's this weekend, isn't it?
Straight into Fear Factor, which isn't going to be the same as when Joe Rogan hosted. That was like every episode was just people trying to win the $5,000 per episode that was up for grabs or whatever.
Okay.
This is more of like a series.
Okay, it's like Mr. Beast style.
So they'll have a full season with 14 people competing, if I'm not mistaken, that will be living on an island together and then facing stunts, challenges, social
Someone's
strategy
gonna live an arm.
games.
Someone's gonna lose an arm, Joe Exotic style.
Right. So it sounds like it'll be a cross between like Survivor and what Fear Factor used to be.
Okay. Speaking of the wild card games, NFL this weekend, I need the Bears to win because I put a $5 bet on them winning the Super Bowl a while ago, and
Like-
if I win, I'll get like over $700.
Yeah, you put it on them when like not a lot of people would have, other than Bears fans, would have been betting on them at that time.
Yeah, when they upset whatever team they upset, and their coach took his shirt off. That was the day I went. I'm betting $5 on them winning the Super Bowl. Let's go.
Terrific. Last night, the Oilers got it done in a big way. McDavid with a hat trick. Remember when we did the 3 stars of anything and it was which team do you like that isn't the Oilers the most? And I said the Nashville Predators because we just beat the wheels off of them every time we play them. It looked a little sketchy there for a stretch when we were up just 1-0 forever.
And then it was sketchy again when they almost made a comeback.
Yeah, we were up 4-0, and then all of a sudden they put 2 in real quick in the third period.
I need to diagnose the guilt, the sadness that I feel for a goalie when they just keep getting scored on. There's something, I can't help it. I just feel bad for them. Even when the Oilers are the ones that are winning, I watch the other team's goalie sadly skate off between periods and I want to hug them. Why?
Yeah, I mean, I think I feel bad for goalies too, especially with how much is on the line. Like, if Pickard has a bad game right now, you're like, is that his last game in the NHL? There's a lot of emotions. Can you imagine if it was you and me in this studio and if we had a bad show, that was going to be it?
Yeah,
Like
you're just done.
The pressure you'd feel and how devastated you'd be. Like,
We'd walk out of the studio and Jay and Bagged Milk would be sitting there and they would just be like, you're out. You're done.
out. You two idiots.
Reese, can you get a poll up in the chat? Does anyone else have goalie guilt? Yes or no?
Good question.
Goalie guilt, when you just feel bad for a goalie that keeps getting scored on and then they get taken off and then they're sad sitting on the bench. Am I the only one that feels for them and I want to hug them?
I got one level further with that.
Okay.
If you really want to start hitting the feels, have you ever seen when they pan to the goalie's parents who happen to be in the crowd?
It literally happened last night. It literally happened to the other team's goalie last night. They showed the parents.
Yeah, that happens a lot. It seems to happen more like World Juniors and stuff because how young the players are, and then their young parents are there, and they know the parents are there. They know where all the parents are sitting. So you see it there, and that's even, like, think of how much is on the line for a 17-year-old goalie who could get drafted 30th and maybe make it have a chance to get into the NHL in the next couple seasons, or are pretty much done and are going to be playing beer league.
That's my biggest fear, having a kid who then wants to be a goalie.
Yeah, think of the pressure
It's too much.
and just how bad you'd feel for them, especially when you know how much work to get to that level, like World Junior level or NHL for sure. How much work went into getting there, and then you're watching it just crumble as they let in goal after goal.
Do you have goalie guilt? 70% of the saucers in the chat agree with me. It's a thing. Good. I'm glad I'm not alone. And yeah, they do. They get shit on the most, says Lindsay in the chat. It's true. Okay, let's get into...
Hey, is that your first S-bomb on the show?
I think I've said one once before.
Oh, I don't think so. Give it up. Nice swear.
Your hands are dry.
Yeah.
It's okay. I forgot to put deodorant on today. I stink. We got lots of problems. It's okay. 2026 is our year. I went to Sephora the other day and I put on like 6 different kinds of face cream because they were over $100 each. And I was like, this is the only time I'll ever use a product like this. And then I had a full-on face rash. I still kind of have it.
Do you think maybe it's because you shouldn't have mixed 6 different kinds of face creams?
I don't know. But I left being mad at Hailey Bieber. I'll tell you that much.
Think of how many ingredients are in one face cream.
Mm-hmm.
Now times that by 6. Like, the combination, for you to try to figure out what might have caused it, impossible.
Couldn't even do a process of elimination.
No,
Because there were
exactly.
17 layers of... I left the mall slippery. I slid out of the mall.
Happened to ask people to open the doors for you.
What else happened during the game last night that you guys were pumped to see?
Well, Draisaitl always stomps on the Predators, so that's what my bet was last night. Was
Nice.
Oilers win with 2+ points for Draisaitl.
Nuge getting his 500th assist?
I
What was
wasn't
it?
paying attention to that.
Yeah, 500 assists for Nuggie.
Awesome.
That's so exciting.
crazy.
And then Curtis Lazar scored the 3rd goal, and people were pretty pumped about that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have the Nuge goal if you guys want. Or the
Let's
Nuge
see it.
assist.
Let's
Nuge
do it.
assist.
That's so exciting. And he played his, 993rd game or something crazy like that last night?
Man, where are you pulling these stats from? That's awesome, but I just don't know.
Maybe I made it up. Can someone fact check that in the chat?
Oh, they might.
I just knew he was coming up on his thousandth game soon.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Here it is. 1 minute left. Unbelievable work. Look at McDavid. He's like, that was all you, man.
It is. I don't think I've seen McDavid clipping like this before. Like
He's perfect.
when he is entering the zone right now, he has no regard for any of the other players on either team. He's just like, just give me the damn puck and watch what I can do. I don't ever remember him playing this good, Reese.
He's been like on another level, and like I don't honestly know if you can compare like McDavid regular season and like McDavid playoffs. Like, I
Sure.
think they're like
That's a
two
good
totally
point.
different people.
Yeah.
Just because he's so good in the playoffs, but
Yeah.
like I don't know if he's ever been like this dominant. And there was like a moment in time where he like you'd watch the games and you weren't seeing his like speed burst that much. Like you weren't seeing him like go end to end all that often. But it's like he's just found the fountain of youth again and is like, boom, I'm just gonna skate by everybody, and I kind of forgot that I could do this before. Like, it's been unreal.
Was he good on Saturday? I was at the game, but I was absolutely turboed. Does anyone know the answer to that? I was correct, by the way. It was Nuge's 993rd game, which is exciting because he's number 93.
Yeah.
I also have another video of him, like McDavid went and grabbed his puck for the 500th point.
Okay.
And they all had like a nice little reaction on the bench.
Okay,
Yeah, let's
wait a
see
minute.
it.
Do we get to see Connor McDavid's gummy smile?
Maybe.
Let's look for
briefly.
it. Everyone look for it. It's rare, but it happens. Oh, his back is turned.
Oh, I'm so happy
Look
for
how
Nuge.
sweet he is, and he's just always been Nuge. Look.
And everybody loves him. The fan base loves him. He's loyal to this city.
He's perfect. Look
Look
at
at
him.
that.
That is a moment.
Had a boy,
Frame it.
Nuge.
Someone in the chat said that we need to have a tally on the wall beside guests who ghosted of how many times Lisa swears. I love that idea. That's so funny.
One of the other things that I remember looking back on when you think about Nuge, how long ago it was that he was drafted, which is like in professional sports, wild now.
And he maybe has 3 more mustache hairs since.
Yeah, still looks the exact same. I remember he was playing for the Red Deer Rebels when I was hosting the games in Saskatoon.
No way.
And like it felt like appointment hockey that you, like if you knew Nuge was coming to town, you had to go and watch.
No way.
And there's a few of those players that have been through, and luckily Edmonton's gotten to keep a lot of those or draft a lot of those guys. Eberle felt the same way in his junior career. McDavid obviously had that. Bedard had that. But Nuge had this, like, nobody can pass like this guy. And you went to the games and you know you'd see 6 passes that you couldn't believe somebody would make. And it's interesting that, like, now that pass to McDavid just kind of seems normal because we've seen Nuge do it so much. But his vision really does feel unmatched at times. Like, he's not the most talented player on the ice, but he seems to read the game as good as anybody almost.
I think it's tough. Sorry.
Nope.
I think it's tough when you're like when you're playing on a team with McDavid and Draisaitl. Like these guys are so good and
That's
so
right.
dominant.
It
But,
almost
like,
waters down other talented people that are so
100%.
good.
I think if Nuge was playing on another team, and like I'm huge biased, like I'm the biggest Nuge fan you find, but like I think he would be like a very strong player on any team he's on. Like
Yeah.
his first overall pick.
Yeah.
Like, he's so good. I think we're just like desensitized to it. Right
We're
now.
very lucky, and we got to remember that we're coming up on that 1,000th
Yeah.
game. That's going to be a huge night. Is it going to be a home game? Do we know this?
And he looks like he's 23. How have you played 1,000 games? So we got to figure out in 8 games if it's a home game or not, right?
Yeah, because I think that's going to be
It's supposed to be
Really fun.
January 18th.
Okay.
St. Louis in town versus Edmonton.
They play 8 games between, or 6 games, I guess. Because if that was
This-
his 3-9,
993.
993.
They play 16 games this month.
Holy
Yeah,
shit.
crazy.
Okay, well, I was at the Saturday matinee game, and I went with one of my best friends, and we were on the Jumbotron. If anyone saw us, just forget about it, okay? The shame over that I had the next day of realizing that we were dancing like two drunk aunties, and then thinking back to the fact that it was a matinee Saturday game where majority of people in the crowd had children with them. And we were like hands in the air, dancing, kissing at the camera. The shame, the amount of DMs I got. I'm pretty sure I just saw you on the Jumbotron. I was like, no, I don't think that was me.
That was me.
My girlfriend works in like a corporate office job, and she said people in finance were like messaging her on Teams being like, I saw you on the Jumbotron. Absolutely mortifying. You want it so bad. You want to get on the Jumbotron. Then as soon as you are, take me off this. I'm pretty sure I was doing this. Take me off the screen. Yeah, we got turboed. I cried at the bar after. And then I ran into the Yegg Property pros, the two owners who are sponsors of
this
the
show.
sauce. They were sitting at the bar and they saw me, and I was crying at the bar to my friend.
Oh my
I was having
God.
this like weird drunken wedding guilt moment where I was like, I just feel bad like asking people to be there for me on my wedding day. This is like tequila shots later kind of crying. And then Carson and Dan were like, hey. And they came up and I had like mascara running down my face and I was like, hey. So embarrassing. So embarrassing. This is a matinee game. This is a family event, Lisa.
Uh-huh.
And you're a public figure and you get on the Jumbotron and you almost fist fight Hunter. It was the shame over on Sunday was not good, you guys. It wasn't good.
And this segment is brought to you by Yegg Property Pros, selling over 1 property pros per day on average the last 2 years. Yegg Property Pros is home to more than 20 members for one of the largest and highest producing teams in the region. Contact them for a free home evaluation. No obligation. Top 5% on sales, Edmonton Real Estate Board. For more information, check out YeggPropertyPros.com. Yegg Property Pros. Get a realtor. Who knows? Call the pros.
And if we don't talk about them anymore moving forward, it's because of me. They probably bailed on being a part of the sauce. Yeah, so people in the chat are making fun of me saying, why would you get turboed at a game and then go to the bar? Good question. So first of all, we snuck into the like VIP area. I don't know how we got in there. And then we were just like drinking at the bar at the game. And then we were like sitting in seats that weren't ours. And then halfway through the third period, these two guys show up and they're like, those are our seats. And I was like, where have you been? The game's over. You don't deserve these seats. We were losing by a lot at that point. So we were like, let's just go to the bar. Went across the street to the pop-up Druid that used to be Mercer, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, and Home and Away, I think is what it was called for a bit.
We perched up at the bar, drank a bit too much, and then we Uber home, and I'm calling multiple different bars asking if they're still open because I want to go to karaoke. And they're like, ma'am, it's 5:00. Of course we're open.
Yeah,
And
we're like,
karaoke doesn't start for 4 hours.
we're not open yet for that.
Literally, they were like, we're like just starting to set up the bar.
You thought it was like closing
Yeah,
time.
I was like, well, we got to like get to the bar. I need to sing a song.
It was still bright out.
Yeah, no, if you saw me on the Jumbotron,
It all
we don't
lines up.
need to talk about it, okay?
Holy moly.
Yeah, it was quite the day.
I leave town once.
I know. I was trying to one-up you. I was like, this guy gets to go to Phoenix for a week and do all these crazy bets on the golf course. Well, I'm gonna get on the Jumbotron. Reese, do you want to pull up the video of Hunter and what he did in the crowd? This is just proving why I think our mascot is a jerk. Watch him handing out pizza to the audience and how he just absolutely messes with this one woman who thinks she's getting a pizza.
And did you just record this?
I was recording it, and then the pizza ended up getting handed to my best friend that was at the game with me. I've always said that Hunter is not a good person. Sorry, not a good cat.
Listen, Hunter is at every fundraising event that this city has. Hunter cares about this city like Nuge does. He's loyal. He works hard for the city. He does sweet tricks. He risks his life.
One time he had BO, which I can't talk today because I forgot to put deodorant on. Ugh. And he handed us pizza. So I was like, I can't even be mad at him tonight. That pizza was amazing. Watch this. Watch. She thinks she's getting some. He pulls away. He goes, no. Gives it to my friend instead. Proof. Proof right there. Look at this.
I don't like that.
So I cut the video short because I didn't want to embarrass this woman because I don't know who she is. We can't see her face, thankfully. But I turned back to the camera and she's like sitting there so upset. Wouldn't you be if you think you're getting a small cheese pizza?
I also think your friend probably should have shared.
She shared with me.
Yeah, she should have shared with the poor girl that didn't get the pizza.
So at this point, I was already turboed. So in my mind, I was like, oh, it's just a gift card in there. Because that's what I thought happens with these little pizzas that usually come floating down from the sky. Those ones have gift cards.
I think those ones do, yeah.
You should have seen my face when she opened that box pizza and there was a small cheese pizza in it. I don't know if I've ever been happier. I don't know. It was a great moment, but I felt bad for that girl and I was very upset with Hunter in that moment.
Amber says, yeah, not a cool cat. Trav says, Hunter pulled a gritty there.
That's mean.
And Oilers gal in the chat says, I am not a Hunter fan. We have some people checking in about the airport drive.
Oh, I did not drive Ryder to the airport, but this was his decision because the roads were so bad.
That I didn't want her.
Which is like kind of a burn against me, but I got to sleep in.
Because if you're driving to the airport and you're getting dropped off, you can't be the driver. That's too many moving parts.
What? That doesn't even make sense.
Yeah,
What?
it does. If you're driving to the airport and you're getting dropped off, you can't be the driver. And then get out, and then the other person
Switch
has to
spots.
switch, and
Yeah.
it gets all very confusing. So I knew that you'd have to drive. And I looked outside, and those roads were not good.
And you were like, that princess deserds to sleep in.
Sure,
Get her beauty rest.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
That's
yeah.
what we tell ourselves.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I just loaded up, and I used to have a trick at the airport, don't tell.
Don't do this.
But you'd go up and you'd tell the person working that you lost your parking ticket. And then they'd say, oh, okay, like when did you fly out? And then you just say a few days later. So I would have said yesterday, oh, I flew out the morning of the 4th.
They don't ask for proof?
I actually flew out the morning of the 1st. And it's a way to like get reasonably priced parking. Because
they don't check? I guess they can't because you lost your ticket.
Correct. But now they have like tellerless drive-thrus.
That's because of you.
It
They're like,
might be.
we've got a scammer.
Yeah, it was kind of a greasy move, but with all the other charges at the airport and stuff, like for example, I had to, on my way there, my golf bag, perfect weight. On the way back, you're 9 pounds over. That'll be $100.
That's
sir.
because you found like 17 beers in your golf bag.
Yeah.
I can't believe you flew home with those in there. He's like unpacking his golf bag when he gets home. He's like, oh, no wonder it's so heavy. I look around the corner. He's like holding pretty much like a box of beer. It's like, Jesus. By the way, you were acting in all of your Instagram videos. I thought for sure those were in your belly.
Pardon me?
Speaking of turboed.
I don't think so.
Let's show the saucers one of the bets that you lost, or you did lose this one.
I believe I lost the one I sent Reese, yeah. We had different bets going every day on all these beautiful different courses. And they were intense enough that you truly didn't want to lose.
I can't wait to watch you and this same group of guys doing the same kind of tricks and pranks when you're in your 70s. Because this is an annual trip, right?
Yeah,
you guys
yeah.
do this every year?
That's right. And I think
So good.
this new bet thing is just a good way to like have something to post every day.
Which is fun.
Yeah, well, it's nice to just know what you're doing. So you're not like, oh, I got to make content out here. Like, it's just...
You know there's going to be content.
So we just have these ridiculous wagers. One of them was the losers had to, like, get dressed up in whatever the winners chose and go to the like one of the nicest steakhouses in Phoenix.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to lose that golf game.
Exactly. So that, like, puts so much stress. As you're standing over the golf ball, your, like, palms are a little sweatier than normal.
Do you
Your
mess with
heart's
each other too?
beating.
Like, do you talk when someone's putting, or is that just that's like mean? We don't do that.
I'll chirp a guy real hard after a bad shot.
Get in his head.
To get in his head. Yeah, and just be like, "Whoa, you're playing the wrong course."
We got one of those losing videos, Reese. Here we go.
Resort, Scottsdale, Arizona. 2v2. Me and Ryder versus Justin and Jesse.
Loser has to sing "Picture" by Kid Rock and Sheryl Crow at karaoke tonight.
You guys getting ready? For what? I'll put your picture away. You sat down and
We'll see.
Hey.
It was pretty close at this point.
What's that?
Coyote.
Why was it walking so weird? Oh, it was sped up. That's why.
It's retired, so it walks a little different when you're that old.
A, B, C, D, E, F.
We're down one now.
Yeah, that's not my fault.
Dick. Tied going into 18. Let's find out who's singing karaoke.
You guys are goofballs. Oh, here we go.
This is my nightmare. I can look at you while I'm lying next to her.
You knew the words off by heart? I'm impressed.
There was a TV behind his
Oh.
head as well, but I think I do know the lyrics too.
Was part of the bet you had to make eye contact the whole time you were singing? That's so funny.
Like, sing to each other.
Let's hear if Biggs can sing.
Half-hearted smiles tell me something ain't right.
Not bad,
I
actually.
was headed to church. I was out to drink you away.
That's pretty good.
It got the people going.
Yeah, I'd say.
I want you too, baby.
Look at your butt.
Come back home.
Wow. Oh, wow. It was a full house.
And I was at like
Oh, my God.
3:30 in the afternoon.
That's the karaoke bar I was trying to find after getting turboed at the matinee game.
It totally was.
My gosh, I'm so jealous. That's
But-
awesome.
Yeah, that bet was tricky. It was tough because I truly was playing like some great golf. I was shooting like
And when your teammate sucks and they know you're going to have to lose the bet because they're not bringing it.
I was shooting around 80 every time, and like my partner was shooting about 155, and like just anyway, then he turned it around and we ended up winning a significant amount of the bets. And I think the whole weekend we ended up winning more than them.
You know, in the future, you should do one of those like questions up on your Instagram story and get people to submit ideas. If you run out of losing bet ideas,
it's a great idea.
we have some very clever, very funny saucers
Yeah,
that can come through with content for you.
If anybody wants to hit me up, slide in anytime, or in the chat, obviously, as well. Going back to your question, do you feel goalie guilt?
Yeah.
60% agree with you. That when
Yes.
somebody gets lit up, like Saros did yesterday,
I'm sad for them.
it's a little bit sad. You can see it in their eyes.
Well, and when the team's disappointed in you, how do they navigate those emotions? There must be. Is there a therapist that's like in the next room ready if you need to chat?
If you feel like this, though, then why, like when you've come to a slow pitch game that I'm playing and I strike out or go 0 for 3 and I'm a little bit upset with myself, slam my bat around, do you make fun of me and judge me and say it's the most unattractive you are is when you're pouting?
I think that's completely different than a goalie of an NHL game.
Why? He's going through it the exact same way I am.
You're taking it too seriously. That's the ick. Whereas they have to take it seriously. Reese, thoughts?
Sports are sports.
I'm also a guy that takes it too seriously.
Oh, God. Jess and I are not coming to any of your guys' baseball games.
To be fair, Jess probably takes it more serious than me.
Okay, I'm not coming.
You're on the team.
No, I'm not.
We're trying to get an Oilersnation slow pitch team going.
I think-
I
Yeah.
think it'd be so much fun.
Well,
Yeah.
Tyler and Liam were saying like, okay, now that Ryder and Lisa work here, we have enough people to make a team. And I was Homer Simpson, like backing into the bush. I was like, please don't make me do sports. Please.
I've watched you play before, and you're not nearly as bad as you say you are. Like, you would, if you had if you played a full season, all I've seen you at is weekend tournaments.
I'm just back catcher.
If you played a full season, you'd be fine.
I am not really good at running the bases. I run like Phoebe Buffet.
Can we get a shot of Lisa running in here?
No.
Just try to run by the cameras.
No, because I have to pee really bad, and I'm like holding in my bladder. So getting up and moving would not be good for that.
Okay, fair enough.
What else do we need to unpack? It's been forever since we've been in here. Let's talk about Sidney Crosby. He's been in the news a lot this week. I mean, he's been playing incredible, of course. But he also was called out for his bird knowledge in an interview the other day.
Which, it just kind of feels right.
He seems like someone that would know every bird.
Like somebody who would know a thing or two about birds.
But more importantly, it was something that happened organically on the street. A man proposed to his girlfriend, and Sidney Crosby was in a vehicle right beside it and witnessed the entire thing. We have the TikTok video. We're going to show that.
Do we know it's Crosby 100%? Okay, I just saw the screenshot of it, and I was like, that just looks like it could be Crosby's vehicle.
I emailed the video to Reese if you want to pull it up on the screen whenever you're ready. I don't know if Sidney Crosby wants to be a part of this narrative, considering how he's had the same partner for how long and he's never proposed. And now he's in the news. Sidney Crosby engagement.
Oh.
Imagine being his girlfriend and being like, oh, that's the first thing that goes viral that has your name and the word engagement. Thanks.
Yeah, that's tough.
Like, the only time Sidney Crosby gets down on one knee is to celebrate after a sick goal. That guy's never gonna propose unless and if he does now, it's gonna seem forced because of this story.
Yeah.
It's the funniest video. This guy is like randomly proposing on, I don't know if he knew Sidney Crosby would be there. It's Sidney Crosby driving his vehicle and he's like pulled over on the road. It's hard to explain.
Kind of a strange place to pop the question, right on like the side of a road.
That's why I'm convinced he knew Sidney Crosby would be there. It's like he knew he'd be leaving the game. I don't know. We're going to have to investigate the video and maybe take a closer look. Because what exactly is happening here?
Yeah, did he want to
Watch this.
propose? Oh yeah, he looked over first.
Is that the parking lot of the arena?
It looks
like it is, because look at the way that even the bar there.
And she's wearing a Pittsburgh Penguins toque, but is that a Team Canada jersey? Maybe they flew from Canada. They're like fans. They're from the East Coast. They went to watch Pittsburgh.
The fact that he looks over at Sidney Crosby during the engagement.
Yeah, we better watch that one more time if you don't mind, Reese.
Let's take a closer look. What do you guys think in the chat is happening here?
So he looks over to start. It's kind of weird that Crosby's just sitting there watching.
Okay, but also, do we have the proof that that's Sidney Crosby?
Yeah, right.
I don't even see him.
Also, is it at a red light?
He's giving a thumbs up.
Hilarious.
How do you plan this?
I mean, okay, that's my guess of what I bet I would put money on that this is what shook down. They traveled from somewhere in Canada because they're like diehard Crosby fans. That's why she had the Team Canada jersey.
Okay.
And the Pens hat.
That's
a weird combo.
If you could propose in front of a celebrity, who would it be and why? Like, who would you be like so pumped that they're watching that you give them a thumb? You're not even looking at your hopefully soon to be fiance because you're too busy looking over at this person being like,
Yeah. I would pick a different Sydney.
Sweeney.
Yeah.
Why?
Just because then, like, as it's happening, I'd look over and be like,
Your loss.
Your loss. Yeah. I'm off the market. Thanks for coming out. You know? That would be a pretty good one.
Would you marry Sydney Sweeney?
I don't know. I'd have to see if she's, like, nice.
So
if she's an asshole.
That's a super funny question.
To be asked by my fiance if I'd marry Sydney Sweeney.
So I went and saw the movie.
My heart rate felt like I was over the golf ball again answering that one.
So I went and watched The Housemaid that she stars in.
Okay.
And honestly, half the movie, this was me. What? Because she talks with marbles in her mouth. I'm
Oh.
like, what is that line? She's amazing in Euphoria. She is. Don't get
Yeah.
me wrong. But I was like, what? We need captions.
Yeah. But
I needed subtitles.
that wouldn't stop me from marrying her. Marbles in the mouth? That way when she's really mad at me, I could just be like, oh, yeah?
What?
I could pretend I heard what she said. I wouldn't have to actually listen.
If you could propose to Jess in front of a celebrity, who would it be and why? Like, who would you be most pumped to be like, they witnessed this moment?
I think it would have to be somebody that she really likes because, like, I feel like if it's some, like, let's say I'm like, oh, Connor McDavid.
Right.
She's going to be so embarrassed sitting there being like, as I'm giving him the thumbs up.
Right.
Like, I think it's a tough look. So you got to pick,
Like somebody that she loves, like Trump.
yeah, like Tom.
Like Lady Gaga.
Yeah, we have not discussed her
For me,
political ties at
yeah.
all. I was just messing
For
around.
me, it would be Lady Gaga. I
It
would be
would?
so pumped if she witnessed something like that. Because you're right. If it's someone that you are really into, I don't know. Would you get too nervous?
Uh-huh. Yeah, I think that's a really good point.
It's
I
just
feel
like
she would just be embarrassed. You'd have to find like the perfect medium.
Uh-huh.
Sidney Crosby is the perfect medium, especially if he's in his vehicle. It's like less intimidating. He's not standing right there. It's like me almost getting my vehicle stuck in front of Connor McDavid's house.
Right. If you had, like, let's say you had tickets to the gold medal game for the upcoming Winter Games, and Canada wins, Crosby does it again in overtime, skating off the ice, boom, proposal. He sees it in the background. Do you think that that's awesome?
No.
Oh, see, that would be like the coolest thing in the world.
For
if he's
you.
like, nice. Like if I just got to vibe with them for a bit, the players.
I don't think they care. I think that proposals happen all the time at games and they're too locked in. If they're on the ice, if they're in the middle of a game, they don't care at all. But Sidney Crosby post-game leaving the arena, he's probably like, cool. That's pretty cool.
Have you ever seen one before in the wild? A proposal?
I have not.
An engagement?
Have you?
Reese, have you ever seen one in the wild? Like when you're walking in Jasper or something?
I don't think so.
No. It's strange how few people have seen one in the wild. So that's why I think Crosby would probably vibe with it.
I don't know. I'm going back to my original statement. I think he went, oh, great. Never going to hear the end of this.
Also, if he was just waiting and it was a green light, think of how anxious he was of like, I got to get through
I have
this
to
green
stay?
light before it goes orange.
Did he unroll his window and give a thumbs up back? We couldn't really see.
Do you think there's anybody that, like, let's say Ryder organized some special celebrity to come during your guys' proposal.
Uh-huh.
Is there a celebrity that would have made you say no?
Oh. Good question.
That is such a good question. It's scaring me.
Like, what if I had...
I mean, no, but also there's like but what if?
Yeah, what if Joe Exotic was there?
Or Carol Baskin?
Carol Baskin. Would there be someone that it would make me hesitate?
Like just...
I don't really have any celebrity crushes
Right.
at the moment. I go through phases. I go through weird obsessions.
You were just almost got stuck driving around McDavid's neighborhood to see if you could see him through his windows. You don't think that's a
You can't add
crush?
things to the story to make me sound creepier. I was not looking through windows.
What were you doing?
Well, I am in the market to find new blinds. So in these richer neighborhoods, I was like, oh, are those the blinds that are in? Like, that's where you go to see what all the cool trends are.
I don't really have a celebrity crush these days. Okay. Pretty sure you told on yourself 7 minutes ago.
I do think Connor McDavid looks very sexy in the latest commercials he's been featured in. But that's just coming from a platonic stance.
Mm-hmm. You also think Lauren is very good looking.
They're a great looking couple.
Yeah, they are. They should have kids, and I hope that Lauren, I don't know if this is true or not.
They will. She did a Q&A, and someone asked if they were going to have kids. She said yes.
I just hope that she's a really great athlete. That she has.
Is. We watched her play pickleball.
We watched her play pickleball.
She dominates.
It's tough to tell with pickleball.
No, it's an extreme sport. I've tried it. Trust me, I broke my back once trying to do this dolphin move. The ball was going over my head and I twisted my back like when a dolphin flails out of the ocean.
Yeah, I remember seeing it and your feet were coming back up like those volleyball players in
Exactly.
the video we featured
and
the
then
other day.
I was really sore. Trust me, you have to be in peak athletic conditioned to play pickleball. So they will have very athletic children.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is great. Right? You want to just see, like, you see the Kachucks and how much joy that's brought to Americans that, like, one of their legendary players had these boys that turned into big names in the NHL and play for their country. I want to see little McDavid out there.
And
just shredding.
we're allowed to say that they're having kids because she answered the question. I would never assume that people are wanting kids or having kids if we don't know. But she answered the question on her Instagram.
Sure.
So it's going to happen.
Thank you for checking in on the chat. We appreciate it.
Saucy Miss McKay, not true. That mullet commercial that he's in, I lolled.
Yeah,
I
that's a good
was like,
commercial.
this guy's funny. I've actually heard from great sources that Connor McDavid is very funny. He does not show it in any of these interviews. He is on when there are cameras around. But apparently, he'll make you loll.
Did you see the backlash, Reese? You would have been paying attention to a bit of this with the World Juniors and the Calgary Flame player who like ended up taking a bunch of heat for what he said.
Yeah, talk about like old man yelling at a cloud. Like, just so ridiculous having this team that has like that's so bad and has absolutely zero fun anytime. Like, do you think Calgary fans are like, oh, I'm having so much fun cheering for these guys this season? And you finally have this young guy led the World Juniors in points for a defenseman,
Which is crazy.
insane. And then he has like one thing where basically he says, I don't want to be a robot. And the team puts out like a message basically that's like, we condemn these actions by Zane Parekh. It's insane.
It's
like
so stupid.
old man's club. I can't believe it.
Did you hear about this?
No.
So Zane Parekh, who is a draft pick of the Flames, I think he actually played a game with the Flames this year and scored a goal in his first game. Defenseman, really looks like he's going to be good. I think he was one of the like shining parts of Team Canada, and there weren't that many.
Okay, I never seen this guy play in my life. Continue.
So he was interviewed, and they're like, man, it seems like you just have a lot of energy and like good vibes when we're asking you questions. Like that, it's great. We just want to say thank you or whatever, is what the reporter said. And he responds with, oh, you got it? Okay. Reese is, I just heard it in my headphones, so I think Reese is going to have it for us.
Sick.
Anyway, he just has like a really normal take, and then now the Flames are all mad at him. It's so stupid. This is why, back to your McDavid point.
He
with
has
that
to be neutral.
He's so funny, but these guys like are trained to try to be boring
So they don't
when
get picked
interviewed.
apart.
But then you see this and you're like, oh yeah, that's why they do it. All right, let's see if we got what's going on over there, Reese. I keep hearing it in my headphones, so
I know, sorry.
no problem.
It's coming.
Lindsay said my sister tore her ACL playing pickleball last year. It's a serious sport. I'm telling you.
We've got a guest on the show tomorrow who's like piecing together a run at professional pickleball.
What?
Yeah.
Cool.
So this was a buddy I knew years ago. He ended up like at one point he was ranked number 6 in the world in high jump. Jesse Lipscomb. Yeah. And a few years ago, I saw him post on his socials and it just said, really want to take a run at another sport professionally. And he would have been like 40 at the time. So it's kind of a strange take. What sport should I zone in on? And I think pickleball is what he's decided. So I'm going to kick his ass tomorrow. We got a game lined up.
What?
We're going to video it.
Where is this happening?
I don't know.
Can people come and watch?
Well, we'll see. He'll be here tomorrow morning, and then we'll dissect what exactly is going on. But it's tomorrow afternoon game. It's going to be intense. All right, we ready to rip? Here is the interview where
with the Calgary Flames player.
He got himself in trouble.
Shout out to TSN.
Yep, shout out.
To show your personality, was it by watching other athletes doing the same thing? Or?
I think it's more watching NHL guys be robots and not having any personality. So, I think you need some personality, and it's kind of the best way to grow the game. And I don't want to come in here and be a robot. I mean, when I'm in Calgary, I definitely have a lot of guys that are telling me to give really simple answers, but here I could kind of do what I want.
Thanks for not listening to that.
Yeah, thanks for that. We appreciate it.
Yeah, I mean it's true. I will watch these post game interviews with hockey players, and I'm like, trained,
Uh-huh. Well, but now this poor kid has to apologize to his teammates that he's played like a game with. And I bet some of them are like pouty and pissed that he like drugged them into it.
Yeah, it's giving Calgary.
It is giving Calgary. It is.
Okay, I wanted to play a game with you guys. So we're going to do this just based off of Oilers players, okay? And I'm going to just mention certain scenarios outside of hockey, and you guys give me an answer on who you think would be the best players to do everyday things. Does that make sense?
Sure. So we're picking Oilers players for everyday scenarios.
Oh, it's been deleted off of my prep. I guess I will just... Here it is. Found it. Okay. Hockey players in non-hockey situations. Reese, you have to play along as well.
Deal.
Who on the team would be the best at working a 9-to-5 job? Like if you were working in an office underneath fluorescent lights, you're at a cubicle, and there is someone in the cubicle beside you, and you're like, I like working with this person. What Oilers player would you pick?
I'm going probably Hyman. He just works hard. Lunch pail type player.
I also feel like he would be not annoying.
Mm-hmm.
He wouldn't be scraping the bottom of his pudding for too long. He would have a couple funny lines here and there. You'd have maybe a couple inside jokes, but they would be lighthearted.
Yeah.
He'd be a good cubicle buddy.
Yeah.
Reese?
I would probably go Vasily Podkolzin.
Mm-hmm.
Works super hard. Obviously a nice guy to get along with. Draisaitl loves him.
And there was that one really endearing part of the season when there was another player on the other team who had just went through a significant loss. I think his brother passed away or something. And Podkolzin, who had lost his dad, if I'm not mistaken, over the summer, I think just realized how tough that was and just went over and like said he hopes he's doing okay, man, sent his condolences. It was a really, it's just special moment to see from two competitors. So
I love that.
That's the kind of guy you want to work with.
Exactly.
Good answer.
Bouchard was Saucy Miss McKay's answer in the chat. We'd love for you to play along. Lindsay said Nuge. I feel like he would be that one guy in the office full of girls who stays quiet but likes to hear about the office drama. Next question. Who on the Edmonton Oilers would be the most charming on a dating app? Specifically, that back-to-back conversation in the app, knowing it could get screenshot. Who would be the most charming on a dating app? We want to hear from you as well in the chat. What's your answer?
This doesn't have anything to do with their marital status, though, right?
Correct.
Like, you just assume everybody's single.
Them as a person.
Okay, I'm going Ekholm holding a fish. It just feels like he'd do really well in Alberta.
He's tall.
He's got that
rugged.
He's got that rugged beard.
He's got that, like, I work hard even at home. I have all the proper equipment to, like, get rid of the snow off the driveway.
And I can hold a fish.
And I can hold a damn fish. Reese, what's your answer? Who would be the most charming on a dating app?
I think a freshie, Connor Ingram. I think just came in. He's just filling out every role that you need. He can
looks
be whatever
kind.
you want him to be.
Respectful.
He does look kind.
Yeah, and he just seems like a really nice guy.
Nice beard.
Beautiful beard.
And then he's battled with OCD before in the past too. So like as far as keeping a house clean,
true.
I mean out of any struggle that people have, OCD is going to probably be the cleanest.
Beneficial.
Yeah.
That's interesting that you knew that. Thank you for that.
You hope that he, doesn't have to deal with it in a negative way because it's so significant. But I'm just saying a splash of it, good for cleaning.
Goes a long way.
Yeah.
Mr. Burns 91 in the chat said Wallman is another great choice for that. Nicole said Draisaitl. Draisaitl is chronically on his phone. He loves to scroll. We know this. He might be he would be, if you were single, good at charming on a dating app. Again, we are saying like this is hypothetical, regardless of their marital status. Okay.
Sure.
Next question. Out of all of the Edmonton Oilers on the lineup, who would be the funniest person at the house party? It's like that moment where you hear this like bellow of laughter. Is bellow the right word?
Yeah, that's fine.
And you look over and you're like, oh, of course, everyone's gathered around this person and they just had another zinger. Who is it? Who's got the biggest, funnest party personality. Let's think back to wedding pictures where we got to see behind the scenes of them on the dance floor.
Yeah.
Who is causing the most ruckus? Get your answers in the chat. We want to hear from you.
I feel like Pickard is probably a pretty good choice. It seems like his teammates love him.
Yeah, he almost seems like kind of like that weird humor.
Uh-huh.
But I bet he comes through after a couple beers at a house party.
And I feel like Nurse would be pretty funny too.
Reese?
I was kind of thinking Nurse too, because like he's got to be able to do something funny at a house party.
I think you're right.
But I would say like Matt Savoy, good Alberta boy.
Yeah.
He knows what to say.
Well, and he's, like you said, good Alberta boy. He definitely was raised with that lifestyle where you'd show up to a house party. You didn't even know whose house it was. You just heard through the grapevine that there's going to be a party. You walk in, there's 17 pairs of Uggs that all look the same. You're just kicking through people's shoes. And you go in and you open the fridge and you take whatever's in there. It's not even your beer. That's him at a house party.
If anybody's going to a house party, it's these kids in St. Albert.
Exactly.
You know who else would be good at a party, I think? Seems like a really funny kid based on what he wore to the his draft is Ike Howard.
True.
I bet he'd be a really fun time to party with.
Good answers, everyone. Get yours in the chat, like we said. Who would be the funnest at a party? Lana and Amanda both said Draisaitl. So did Yasharia in the chat.
Yeah, he does seem really funny.
Uh-huh.
There's no doubt about that. Plus, he darts at parties.
He loves to dart indoors. Next up, we're asking you to name a player on the Edmonton Oilers. That's the number one answer for this. Who would slack the most in a group project at school? You show up the next day, the project is due. There's that one kid in your group, hands in his pockets, leaning back in his seat. Backpack is just stuffed full of messed up papers, unorganized, and he's like, sorry, I forgot. Who is it?
Matthias Janmark.
Yeah.
Just does nothing, still gets a good grade. Seems to work out for him.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Also, Trent Frederick, probably.
Bouchard is the number one answer in the chat.
Okay, fair enough.
Bouchard. I don't know. I feel like Bouchard to me would be the one that is doing all the work for a group project.
But just gets none of the credit.
Yeah, Bouchard does all the work, but nobody else does any, so then he gets like a 50.
He gets a 50% or maybe even a failing mark, and everyone's like, it's your fault. Yet he's the one that did
and
everything.
then everybody points at him and yells.
That pretty much sums him up.
Yeah. Good answer. All right, next up. Best driver. Who can parallel park without needing to use their backup camera?
I'm going to go with Connor for this one, and I think it's just what he can do at high speeds.
Which Connor?
McDavid. Based on his hand-eye coordination, I would trust him driving. Big time. Also, if we can go off the Oilers board and pick any hockey player, Sidney Crosby, because it looks like he's very patient on the road.
Looks like it.
From that engagement picture.
Reese, do you have an answer who you think would be the best driver? Who would you trust the most driving you on a road trip?
I'm going to go with Zach Hyman because I've seen him driving Hyundais on those commercials so often.
Okay.
So I'm like, hey, I've seen this guy.
You've seen this guy at work.
I respect what he can do out there.
Okay.
I love that. Number one answer in the chat is McDavid. Excellent spatial awareness.
Yep, that's it.
Good answers. Good answers. Next up, again, this is hockey players in non-hockey situations. If you like this game, we can bring it back more often with other scenarios.
By the way, great game, Lisa. The chat is popping off with it. So
next up, most likely to hit on your mom. Even if it's joking, it's always been an ongoing thing. Which Edmonton Oiler is like the... What's the character's name in American Pie that's into
Stifler?
Stifler. No, it's Stifler's mom.
Okay.
But who's the one that's like hitting on the mom or gets with the mom? The nerdy guy.
Oh.
The ginger. I don't remember his name. But anyway, who's most likely to hit on your mom?
I'm going to go with Evan Bouchard for this one because he just looks like everybody's dad. And dads love moms.
I'm dying at Saucy M's, even though he's not on the team anymore. Corey Perry. That's such a good answer.
Oh, that one has some heat.
Okay. I think we should be able to expand this outside of who's on the current roster, which previous or current Edmonton Oiler would hit on your mom. Corey Perry is the funniest answer, Em. Dominique said the exact same thing. Oh, that is so good. Wow.
You might want to Google the backstory on that one if you're unsure why we're laughing so hard.
That's correct. Was that Saucy M in the chat?
Great answer.
Just absolutely coming through with straight fire. Thank you for that. You made our day.
Stasny is also getting mentioned here.
Okay.
Yeah. New guy. New guy, handsome guy.
Hockey players in non-hockey situations, they walk by you in a public space and you can't help but notice that they smell amazing. Who smells the best off the ice?
That's a tough one.
It is a tough one. I want you to really think about this because who in your mind would take their scent the most serious? I think Nurse.
Mm-hmm. That's a pretty good
That's
pick.
my answer.
I feel like I got an answer. Wallman feels like a guy that probably has a nice cologne.
Yeah, I think he definitely puts in that effort
Yeah.
outside of the arena.
That's a tough one, though.
It is a tough one.
Especially because when I think of, like, smelling a hockey player, I just think of hockey equipment.
Yeah.
So you got to think outside of that when they're looking dapper at an event. Who, when you hug them, you're like, dang, what is that? That's a nice scent. And it's not too overpowering. It's not Old Spice.
Uh-huh.
It's the good stuff.
I know that some people kind of, like, dig the smell of hockey gloves. To me, the smell of any sports equipment is, like...
I like it.
Turn off is not necessarily the right word, but...
It is gross to think about what it is, like what you're smelling.
The smell of knee pads from volleyball back in the day. Like, if you walk into a locker room and there's just knee pads sitting out or whatever, like, those smells.
Do you know people that like the smell of gloves?
Yeah, I think a lot of people like the smell of... Like, I know that we've talked about this on our past show in the past, and it was the smell of their dude's hands after they had played hockey. So not their actual gloves, but the smell of what their hands smelled like after hockey.
Wow. That's crazy.
Because it's a bit of like a sour smell.
Yeah, it's like terrible.
And potent.
Yeah. And like, yeah, probably the worst smelling part of you after playing hockey.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lindsay said it smells sour. It is like a sour smell.
Anyway, so that's tough.
Evander Kane seems to be the number one answer, a previous Oiler
For
that
smelling
probably
good?
smelt the best. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good answer, everyone. Okay, last but not least. Who would most likely be a subscriber on a fetish website?
What?
And it could be like innocent fetish. It could be like toenails.com.
Okay.
I don't know if that exists.
Sure.
Don't look it up on your work computer just in case. And they don't care that people know about it. That's another thing. We got to add to this so it's not like calling people. This is hypothetically, which one of them would you be like, yeah, that makes sense, and they openly talk about it? Pickard.
Yeah. Ike Howard.
Something about him.
God bless him. He just seems like he's got something going on there.
Like, which one of them like winks at Hunter when they're going on the ice?
I think,
you know, like they've got that like furry.
Like show Hunter their abs as they're walking by as well.
I think it could be like, Kasperi Kapanen.
Mm-hmm.
Something. Yesterday he shaved his beard fully.
You're right.
And he looks like he's like 19 years old now. There's something about him that
And there was a look in his eye after he scored that goal because it was kind of like a banging, but it wasn't like a really nice goal.
Yeah.
And he just had this weird like, look at what I can do.
I'm gonna look at feet.
I'm gonna look at weird websites.
I'm gonna celebrate tonight. I'm gonna celebrate tonight and go on to one of my little websites.
HockeyGloveHands.com.
Oh man, that's so funny. Between Pods and Ike said saucy jars of Jari in the chat, Ingram in the chat. We got Jordan Eberle from Dominic.
Hall
Kapanen.
is an answer too.
Ooh, Taylor Hall. Yes. Perhaps. Anyway, let's move on. That was a really fun game. If you guys want us to do that more, we can play that. That was hockey players in non-hockey situations. Let's get a poll up in the chat, Reese. If people want that game to be a regular occurrence, maybe a weekly segment.
Yeah.
Did you enjoy it?
So we can branch out. We did Oilers this time. Next time, maybe we do past Oilers. And then we could do like
other teams.
Current NHLs. We could do Team Canada's roster. coming up.
Yes.
I like this. Good game.
Okay, sweet. Let's get that in the chat just to make sure people are enjoying it. Make sure you're liking this video. Thanks for being here in the Sports Interaction Studio, our first show of 2026, which is crazy to say considering how it's already been a week of this year. Like, what?
So with that said, March 24th going to be sneaking up on us all very quickly, and that is a good thing if you put 20% down and get your spot locked in for the Nation vacation, as we are taking over Las Vegas. If you buy your way into this, it comes with flights to and from. We've got a one-way party bus to the T-Mobile Arena with the entire group, tickets to see Edmonton versus Vegas. That includes food and drinks at the rink and lower bowl standing area seating. We've also got a watch party for a couple nights before when we're taking on Utah. It's all shaken down at Circa Resort and Casino on Fremont Street, which means one of the best new hotels in Vegas, and daily pool access to stadium swim as well. This trip is going to absolutely rip. You should get signed up for it, and you can do so at nationgear.ca.
Maybe I'll end up on the Jumbotron again.
I bet you will.
Yep. Maybe I'll cry at the bar after.
Yeah, let's see if it's an afternoon game or not. Find karaoke.
I'll tell you one thing. We are finding a karaoke bar when we're in Vegas. Didn't we decide that with Kennedy?
Yeah, we
wanted
did.
to have there's like one night where there's nothing to do.
With all the nation citizens, we're going karaokeing.
You can hear him sing Picture with Reese, maybe.
Reese, can you do the Sheryl Crow part as good as my buddy did?
I don't know if I can do it as good.
That's a really hard song to sing. I've tried it at karaoke. Those notes are not easy. So you nailed it.
Thank you. Let's get into recommend something next. Or
Sure.
what?
This is a segment where we recommend something. Mandy in the chat said, I like how Ryder says Vegas. So,
Can you say Vegas the way that you say it?
sure. Vegas.
And I say more Vegas?
You say Vegas. Vegas.
Okay, well,
There's nothing wrong with that, but people are just noticing it. It's fine.
it hurts my feelings.
Why?
I need to go lay my head on a pillow.
Me too.
I was saying pillow wrong for you.
Huh?
Because I say pillow wrong too, you told me.
Oh, I was just agreeing that I'm sleepy. But you do say, how do you say it?
Pillow.
Hello.
Pillow.
Hello. All right, recommend something. Okay. So I wanted to kickstart the year by just doing little jobs around the house that are smart to do to kick off the year. So one of my things was cleaning out the filter of the washing machine, which not a lot of people know you're supposed to do. And you're supposed to do it every couple months. That's what makes you clean that out, and it helps with the stench, that like dirty water smell coming out of your washing machine. So I cleaned it out, cleaned out the filter, watched a YouTube video on how to do so. But then the next load that I put in flooded the house. Literally flooded the laundry room upstairs. Luckily, it's tile flooring. But then as soon as I turned the water off, I was like, wait, I still hear something downstairs. Went downstairs, storage room flooded. So that was an absolute nightmare being home by myself, crying again, sobbing, feeling sorry for myself.
Yeah, thanks again for that.
No problem. So my recommendation is before you call someone to help you when they can't help you from far away, there is a solution for everything on YouTube. I mean, I watched a YouTube tutorial on how to clean out the filter to begin with. You know there's going to be a video of how to solve if it's now flooding after you changed the filter or fixed it.
And how to shut the water off and all that.
Didn't need to call a plumber. Didn't need to spend hundreds of dollars. Just found someone's dad on YouTube that showed me how to fix it. Done. So that's my recommendation before you call an expert that's going to charge you.
What about if before you call me?
Also that.
While I'm on my trip, and then
I was like, the house is flooding. He's
Yeah.
like, what am I supposed to do from Phoenix?
shut off the water. Shut off the damn water. My recommendation for today, something I just realized over the weekend, on my way home yesterday, just felt like chilling, but just didn't want somebody next to me on the plane or whatever to, where are you from? I just wasn't
You weren't
feeling it.
chatty.
Yeah. just in a bit of not an antisocial mood, but inclusive mood.
When you're flying home from somewhere, it's such a different vibe than flying to somewhere
Sure.
where you're like down to kind of have a chat with someone beside you. Way home, leave me alone.
So, yeah, if you just ignore somebody, you can come across pretty rude. I figured it out, though. And this goes for if you are feeling like going to the grocery store and having nobody talk to you while you're there.
Headphones.
Big headphones.
Big. The bigger, the better.
Let everybody know that you're wearing headphones. At the gym, for some reason, people still don't get it when you got headphones on and they come up and start talking to you.
What? Yeah.
But airport, I don't think anybody said a word to me the entire time I was in there. It was business time getting where I was going.
Or you could have like more discreet headphones and maybe someone was talking to you, but who cares? You didn't hear it.
Mm-hmm.
You're listening to your favorite podcast, The Sauce with Ryder and Lisa and Reese.
Exactly.
Make sure you hit that like and give us 5 stars and a review. Thank you so much.
So headphones when you're feeling like you don't want to socialize. And I think it could work for absolutely any situation.
So a neighbor was talking to me when I was shoveling.
See, wouldn't have had to have that happen.
And the worst part is they weren't getting the hint that, don't you know when you're shoveling and you're actively moving the shovel, you can't hear anything? So he was talking to me as the shovel was dragging. So I kept going, huh? What?
But then
we don't talk when we shovel. Like that should be an unwritten rule. Maybe a hi, but no conversations. I can't hear you.
Yeah. I think the neighbor was probably hoping you'd stop shoveling for a little bit and just have a chat about like the neighborhood and snow.
We did.
Okay.
I did it.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. That's important for neighbor relations. I don't need to be friends with my airplane neighbor, seat neighbor, but I do need to be friends with the neighbors in our community.
Yeah, I gave them a minute.
Okay, good.
Amanda, do people ever talk to one another in an airport? All I do is give dirty looks to kids that open mouth cough. That's all I'm doing in an airport the entire time.
Yeah, I think airplane, you get some conversations with your seat buddy. I do think that the airport sometimes, if you're like sitting at a table or the bar by yourself, guys will come up and be like, oh, where are you headed?
What? Oh my God, I would hate that. Leave me alone.
Yeah.
I would just lie. I'd be like, I'm going to therapy. I'm going to boot camp because I'm a bad person. That's what I would lie.
Oh, cool.
Like, you know, when kids would get sent away to those schools, I would lie and say that's what I was doing.
Yeah. Boarding school.
One time I was at the train station and I saw a girl who looked like a bad teenager, like too young to have tattoos on her chest, piercings all over her face. And I was young, so I was just kind of staring at her like creepy kids do. I'm not joking. I'm watching Maury. 4 o'clock Maury episode. Parents don't know I'm watching it, obviously. Not allowed in our house. We would always turn it off when we heard my dad pulling up the driveway. I saw her on Maury. She was going to Maury to talk about being a bad teenager.
Really?
Yeah.
And you knew it, like when you looked at her, you're like...
I was like, that's the girl with the star tattoos on her chest.
I bet
I was
she's
staring.
going somewhere to get help because she's making some decisions. Wow.
True story.
Saw her on Maury.
She was on Maury.
All right, Reese, you got to recommend something for today?
Yeah, but it was kind of just based off of that whole crazy Stranger Things theory.
Okay. Oh, that's what your recommend?
Yeah,
that's
that
like
was because you can, if you look up Conformity Gate on like Twitter or wherever, you'll just find like all these like crazy theories about this next episode.
Okay.
So if it comes out, it's gonna drop like tonight at like 7 p.m. or something.
I guess we got to check Conformity Gate.
I'm gonna watch
Did
this
I
episode.
say it right? Is
Yeah.
it Conformity right?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I'm gonna watch the episode if it drops, even though I don't know anything that's going on at all with Stranger Things. I gave up a while ago. I laughed so hard at that one viral tweet when people were teasing season 5, and this guy's just like, it's been too long. I give up on those kids. Fend for yourselves. I don't care what's going on in your world. It's so funny.
All right, let's look that up later.
We should showcase our own Word to the Beat challenge game that you created recently.
Okay.
So this is a thing. It seems like more and more podcasts are getting on top of it. We did it before it was really known or cool. We played the Word on the Beat challenge, and we loved it so much that we made our own.
Yeah, like a local rendition of it.
So we want you to play along. Even if you're sitting at your desk at work, say it out loud along with us.
Well,
let's see if you can nail it.
How's this? After we play it, we'll put it in the link in the chat.
Okay.
And anybody can click the link and play it.
No way.
Yeah. So that's how I got it to Reese. I just sent him the link. So we'll put the link in the chat after, and then you can
play along or get your coworkers to play along because it's a local version of Word on the Beat challenge created right here in the Sauce studio, the Sports Interaction studio.
This morning.
And we're each going to take a run at it. Reese, are you down to take a run at the Word on the Beat challenge?
For sure.
Okay, who should go first?
I want you to be surprised. Why don't you go first?
Okay. I haven't seen this yet.
So,
am I even going to know what's going on here? It's local stuff, so I have a feeling it's going to have some references of
somewhat local or hockey related, maybe.
Okay, we good to go?
I'm ready.
Heck yeah.
Ron, crayon. I don't have my glasses on.
No, start it again. I
can't see. Is that Bob Stoffer?
So we got Ron.
Ron Knob.
We got Knobs.
Okay,
Knob.
I got it. Okay, let's try again. I could see crayons. I'm so blind. Okay. I'm going to pee my pants. Okay.
Here we go.
Okay. What's this?
It's the other one.
What is this? I can't see. McDavid?
No, it's Stalls and Hall, and then the mall.
What is
Stalls, Hall, Mall.
This is so hard. I cannot. Go back to Bob Stoffer. I can't do this one. Stall. Who's the second player? I can't see.
Stalls, because there's two Stall brothers.
And then who's the second one?
It's Hall.
Oh.
So we got Stalls.
I can't see
we
from
got
this part.
Hall, and we
Mall.
got Mall.
I was going to say ship, because was that the pirate ship?
Yeah, it's the West Edmonton Mall.
Let's go back to Bob Stoffer. What a beauty. I got this one. That second one was too hard.
It's Knobs.
I got it.
Bob and Ron.
Yeah.
Okay. You figured out Ron right away. That was good. It's going to be different order.
I can recognize that handsome face even without my glasses.
Here we go.
Okay. No! I can't do this one. Do it, Ryder. Do it.
Got it. Hall, mall, hall, stalls, mall.
Oh, that's hard.
Stalls, hall, mall, hall, mall. Hall, stalls, hall, mall.
You added an extra word.
Stalls, hall, mall, hall, stalls. Shit. That's tough.
My gosh.
It's tricky.
Okay.
You're going to take a run at the Bob one.
Yeah, and then Reese is going to try the stall one.
Whichever one he just randomly pulls up will be good for Reese, right?
You think he can nail both of them?
Yeah, I think he's good to go.
Okay, Reese, pull up the Bob Stoffer one for me.
I think they're both labeled like almost exactly the same.
I'm pretty sure this is the Bob Stoffer one. It's kind of just Russian roulette.
Okay, if it's not, you
then
gotta
you have to do it.
Okay,
if it's not Bob and Ron, it's your turn. So keep your mic on. Okay. Knobs, Ron. Bob, Ron, Knobs, Bob. Ron, Knobs, Bob. Ron. Bob, Knobs, Ron, Knobs, Ron, Bob. Bob, Knobs, Ron, Bob. Yes!
Oh, really gave up on that last
I did.
one.
I completely blanked. I went, my brain is done. That is harder than you think.
Mm-hmm. Big time.
I want Reese to take a run at one of them. Roulette it and go with whatever one pops up. Best of luck to you. Thoughts and prayers. That's hard.
Yeah.
Okay, should I take a run at it?
Yeah.
Okay, deal.
He's going to just nail it. I hope it's the mall one. Oh, here we go.
Bob. Oh my gosh. Knobs, Ron. Oh my gosh. I can't speak this fast. Ron, Bob. Oh my gosh. Knob. Ron, Bob, knob, Ron, Rob. Oh. Knob, Rob. Oh my god.
Rob. He said Rob.
Yeah.
That's hard.
I also didn't see a square in there for oh my gosh, but I heard that more than I heard Ron or Bob.
This is so fun. I love it. If you guys want to try playing along, best of luck. I really need my glasses. We're learning this.
Lindsay says Reese's eyebrows trying to focus. Must have been pretty intense
They
there.
must have been like, I can't wait to clip this. We got to clip that. That's going up on our Instagram later today. That's
Yeah.
too much fun.
Do you want to go on one, Ryder?
Oh, you haven't really, you attempted the ship one.
I did pretty good with the ship.
But do you think you could take on Bob Stauffer and Ron?
Let's try it.
Let's see.
Bob, Ron, Ron. Ron, Bob, knobs.
Uh-oh. Here we go.
Knobs, Ron, Bob, knobs. Shit.
Bob.
Ron, Bob, knobs. Bob knobs, Ron, knobs, Bob.
Why didn't we have a picture of Knobloch?
Yeah, I tried to do that, but the extra syllable made it so like it was tough to do with him in there because I was gonna do just mix in Knobloch.
That's so funny.
With the other three. So we'll have to try again. If anybody's got any other local ideas that we can throw in there, I've got a couple written down. I really like Gretzky, jet ski.
Ooh, the 2-syllable thing though is hard.
Yeah.
It's got to be 1 syllable.
Gretzky, jet ski.
Exactly. It doesn't work.
It's gonna work.
You're actually gonna create that?
Knobloch is just so tricky. But
I couldn't even do
jet ski. You can jet ski. You can say it fast like a jet ski.
I couldn't even do Hall and Mall.
Yeah.
I also couldn't see it. Like that was so tough if you have no idea what's going on.
It is. I think we got to give Ryder more credit.
We do.
Because that is like, it looks so much easier than it really is.
It's so hard.
Yeah, I did okay on that last one.
I was impressed.
Thank you, guys. Feels good.
Reese and I have
that.
some homework to do.
Yeah, you guys do. We want to let you know right now before we get into the 3 stars of anything that not only do we got that Vegas trip coming up, there's also something pretty special happening in Jasper, and that is a mere 2 weeks away. 23rd to the 25th, we are taking over Lake Mildred and playing pond hockey in the middle of the Rockies 4-on-4 tournament in the heart of Jasper. You can bring up to 8 players for your team, minimum 4, and we're going to have some exclusive prizes. We're going to have some appearances from pro hockey alumni. The Nation Network crew is in it. I got asked if I wanted to play on one of the Nation teams yesterday.
Whose team?
I don't know. What should I say?
Well, you're going to get injured if you play, so say no.
That's what I was kind of thinking.
Reese should be playing.
Well, I think he is. I hope he is.
Don't ask me. I can't even stop. I broke my wrist on skates once trying to stop.
Yeah.
I'm not interested.
You shouldn't have had the skates on your hands. You probably wouldn't have broke your wrist.
91% of saucers in the chat loved the Who's Most Likely game, the hockey players in non-hockey situations. So that is being added into regular rotation. Thank you, everyone, for your thoughts. You are the reason we're here.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not sticking around because something bores you or it's not fun, we're not going to do it anymore. So your opinion matters. Thank you so much.
Indeed.
3 stars of anything. Let's get into that.
It could be an athlete, snacks, or cars. It's time we pick our 3 stars of anything.
Do. 3 stars of anything today is free stuff. Talking free stuff, drafting our favorite things to get for free. I don't remember who would have won the last one.
You did. You keep winning them. Oh, man.
Okay, big wager going to be announced later this week as well. On Friday, we'll announce what the next wager is. Face tattoo. Oh, I just announced it now. Whoops.
We're not doing a face tattoo.
The best things to get for free with my first overall selection, I'm going to say liquor store goodies. Now, this could be a hat that you get when you buy a box of beer or a box of vodka sodas.
Not a lot of people know that you can just ask the person working, even if they don't say, hey, do you want something free? You could be like, got any free stuff? They usually have merch.
It's true. And like bottle openers, terrific. Even the little mini ones that come on the bigger bottles, I always feel good about getting one of them for free. So just free liquor store goodies is my first overall selection.
My first overall selection is BOGO Pizza. So when you're on the website to get pizza, you're in the mood and it's like buy one, get one free. I'm like, is there anything better than that?
Guess I'm in the mood for 2 pizzas.
Guess, yeah. And one of them might go in the freezer or it might get inhaled. I don't care.
When you put pizza in the freezer, do you let it cool completely first before you bag it and put it in the freezer? Probably, hey?
Yes.
Okay.
Because you don't want it to get smoky, like foggy.
Wet. Yeah, because then they would frostbite pretty bad. Okay, good to know.
So
Reese.
BOGO Pizza was my first overall pick for best things to get for free. Reese, what's your first overall pick?
My first overall pick is going to be bread at a restaurant. Bring it all out. Bring it all out.
Bring it out.
I'm fine with it. As much as you got.
And then they come back and they're like, do you guys want more bread? It's like, don't even ask. Just bring it. If there's no more bread left on the table, bring it.
Whenever you see one piece of bread left in the bowl, just start bringing out another one.
Right.
We want more.
Do you know why they bring the bread first, though? I don't want to wreck this for you.
Wait a minute. It actually seems silly because wouldn't people order less food?
No, it's a cost cutter so that people feel more satisfied with the portion sizes if they get half filled on bread first. So they can go a little easier on the chicken Caesar salad,
And
on
still
both the chicken
charge
and
you.
the salad, if you got some cheap bread that you bring out first. So I think that's what originally started this. Plus, if you're eating bread, it's salty usually, you drink more.
I don't know. I feel like every time I've been to a nice Italian restaurant, the portions are massive and you get bread at first. But I guess it's situational depending on what restaurant you're at.
I suppose.
Also, I noticed that at, let's say, Olive Garden, they used to bring so many more breadsticks and now they're like, here's 2. I'm like, I remember when I was a kid, there used to be 7 in there.
Mm-hmm.
You'd open up the little napkin and they would just be all cozy in there and warm.
Those breadsticks.
What is it about those breadsticks?
And like that parking lot specifically, and this goes around the world, because wherever there's an Olive Garden, there's a really good chance there's a Red Lobster in the next parking lot over.
Parking lot's packed.
Don't know why that is, but they just like to have restaurants really close to each other.
Yeah.
They're just like those 2 best friends that you see and they're always together.
Wendy's and Tim Hortons.
No, but that doesn't work.
They're in the same building.
Sometimes they are.
Exactly.
No, but I'm saying Olive Garden and Red Lobster are always those best friends that you see together.
Okay.
Okay?
Fine.
Anyway, they've figured out their carbs, that conglomerate. Because the biscuits at Tim Hortons or at Red Lobster, oh my God.
I gained 10 pounds eating those biscuits at one point in my life. Because I discovered you can make them at home. They sell them in the box.
Yeah.
That was a bad time in my life.
Yeah, you just
I mean, it
made
was great.
one
but
big one.
I turned into a biscuit. I had biscuit tits. That was my nickname for like a couple months.
Was it?
Yeah. Also, Olive Garden, just to add to that, why are those mints that they give you at the end so good? It's like a chocolate mint. Do you know what I'm talking about?
And they're
silver wrapping.
Their minestrone soup hits pretty hard too, actually, and so does their starter salad.
I was actually just telling Jess like the other day, like we gotta go to Olive Garden right away.
It's so good.
And I do think, isn't Olive Garden one of the few places where you get unlimited bread?
Yeah.
Like no matter what.
And
I think so.
And salad.
And salad.
But like I think they just got to put a little more time in their mains. Because their
mains are like Michelinas.
They taste like frozen, peel off cardboard pasta.
Everyone's saying that Reese wins already. We've only done one pick so far. It's just bread.
Okay.
Okay, next up.
Talking best free things. When you find a quality golf ball. Like,
aren't you scared to lose it?
No, when you find like a noodle, you're like, I could go either way with this. But if you find like a brand new Pro V1
Titleist
or a TP5,
And it's just in the bush.
And it's in good shape. It's not like waterlogged. It doesn't have scuffs all over it. It's just like somebody's first time they hit that.
A Spency ball.
Just get it. Nice when you find a good golf ball. That's my second choice.
My second choice is expensive perfume samples. My sister like bullied one of the people working at Louis Vuitton for one of their perfumes. She went in wearing her aloe sweater to like show that she was rich, even though she's not. And the guy was like he was refusing to give her a sample. And she was like, give me a sample. And she bullied this guy into giving her one. And then after he caved, he was like, I like your jacket. And she was like, but she purposely wore an aloe jacket into the Louis Vuitton store to try and weasel a free, because the actual bottles of that perfume are hundreds and hundreds of dollars.
Well, and that's the thing about free samples when it comes to perfume too, is they last quite a long time. Like I have one that I just take whenever I'm traveling.
And you just see one little squirt.
And it's like 4 years deep I am on that.
Next thing you know, you smell like a nurse.
Yeah, good point.
That was the circle back of the day, in case you guys didn't pick up on that.
Ooh, let's get that sponsored. The circle back of the day.
Let's do it. Let's get it sponsored by Circle K.
If anybody knows of a sponsor that wants to jump on for our brand new flashy feature, circle back of the day, feel free to get at us.
Reese, what's your second overall pick for best things to get for free?
You might start to sense a theme with mine, actually, but I'm going to go with fortune cookies. I wouldn't sit there and say that I'm paying for fortune cookies when I'm buying Chinese food, but you always get one.
You get one.
And it's not only like, I love fortune cookies. Like, they taste so good. But then you also get these numbers and you get a little fortune. I think it's the best of all worlds.
Do you remember, you probably weren't following me at this point, but right before we got hired, I opened up a fortune cookie and it said, your audience is waiting. And it was so incredible to read that.
2 days before we started here. And I remember we even said, let's let this dictate on how this big move that we're doing goes.
Our new gig, like what's the vibe of this new show going to be? And it said, you're meant to be something, your audience is waiting. And I cried. It was very emotional.
So we're like peak energy right there.
So
feeling
exciting.
Good. And then I crack into mine and it says, you're going to be hungry again in 2 hours. Like,
it did say that. Did you know you're not supposed to grab your own fortune cookie? You're supposed to have someone hand it to you.
Did you know that rule?
Did you know that?
Mr. Fortune Cookie?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so next time you have it, you don't grab your own. You have to make sure someone hands
I guess it's like
it to you.
Choosing your own adventure if you go and
Yeah,
pick out your own.
Yeah.
That's right. So also that's really sucks for people that go out and just have Chinese food for one.
Yeah, but the person that hands it to them,
True.
that works. But if it's like put on the table, ask them to like pick it up and hand it to you.
Number 3, I'm going to go with Costco Samps for best free things that you can get, is just especially, and you know what? This actually doesn't even exist anymore because Costco's are so busy now.
What do you mean it doesn't exist anymore?
Well, you can't go and get in line and get a Samp unless you're willing to sacrifice an entire afternoon.
Oh, yeah.
Like it seems like everybody now is so packed into the Costco's that I've been to recently.
They're never fresh.
Everybody just wants to get out. So you're not waiting in line for a yogurt sample. But
that would be such a boring thing.
Anyway,
I want a pot sticker.
I'm still going to go with it.
Yeah.
Samps.
Samps is a good answer. Best things to get for free, the 3 stars of anything. My third overall pick is when you finally reach the free punch pass on your car wash card. It's like your 9th or 10th car wash is free and you get there. Same goes for like your nail salon if you have one of those punch cards.
Yeah.
Free service.
My barbecue place has
Take
that with pellets.
Nice.
For my smoker, every 6 bags free. That is a nice one.
It's a good one.
Reese, your final choice.
Okay, my final selection. It is going to be. Oh shoot! I just had it.
He forgot it.
He forgot it. He's not going to win for once.
He's going to lose on this
one. Oh
one.
my gosh.
He doesn't have a third.
Oh, okay, no. It kind of bounces off of the perfume sampler sort of thing.
Okay.
And I guess all of mine come with somewhat of a purchase, but the stuff at hotel rooms when you get like shampoo and conditioner and all that sort of thing.
Yeah. Good answers.
Great answers,
Thanks,
guys. I don't know. We're going to have to get this poll up in the chat. Who's winning 3 stars of anything? Let's spitfire them right now. Best things to get for free, Ryder.
liquor store goodies, when you find a really good golf ball, and Costco samples.
Mine's the BOGO pizza, buy one, get one free, expensive perfume samples, and when you finally reach the free car wash on your punch pass.
Mine are bread at the restaurant, fortune cookies, and shampoo and conditioner at a hotel.
All right, we're going to get that poll up. We take this very seriously. Get your vote on who had the best 3 stars of anything.
The Costco samples are very polarizing. These 2 messages came in back to back. One says, "Samp me up."
Mm-hmm.
The other says, "Samples in Costco give me road rage. Get your damn cart out of my way. I'm trying to get GTF out of here."
That's why you need to always go to Costco with someone else. You have the cart duties. The other person has the Samps duties.
Ah, that's true,
Yep.
actually. Team Samp.
Team Samp it up.
I like that.
Anyway, that was another round of 3 stars of anything. This is a daily segment that we do. Thanks for being here. We're here in the Sports Interaction studio. And make sure you're liking this video and subscribing. We're so excited that we reached 1,100 subscribers when we really only had this channel for
a month.
A month? That's pretty good.
We appreciate that very much.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. And anybody that shares the show with friends,
Mhm.
family, tells them about it. Get some more people in the chat. We always like that.
And a reminder, we might have Joe Exotic on our show in 1 week's time. So we're amping up for that. We're all going to rewatch The Tiger King, maybe discuss it on the show.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to get in on this,
We should. I just thought of a good idea that we can do with some of the people in the chat, the saucers.
Mhm.
Let's find out who can land us the biggest celebrity interview.
That's a great idea.
So if
you guys know someone,
like my buddy, for example, who almost golfed with Frankie Muniz this
Mhm.
weekend, great example. If you can get us Malcolm in the middle on the show,
that'd be amazing.
and we'll get a big prize for whoever gets us the biggest celebrity.
I'm supposed to be getting Gene Principe on the show. He's
Mhm.
promoting a fundraiser that he's doing, but the person that I'm in contact with, I need to circle back. It's circle back season. I'm going to reach out to her again and be like, is this happening or not?
I want like George Clooney though.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Well, I DM'd Adam Sandler. He's a Boston Bruins fan,
Yeah.
and he hasn't read it yet, but you never know.
If he does.
I might also message Paul McCartney, because can you imagine
Oh boy.
if we had one of the Fab Four on our show, Sir Paul McCartney?
Yeah.
So I'm thinking about reaching out to him. Who else?
We've got somebody like in-house that might be able to give us a hand.
Who?
Oh yeah.
Mr. Family Friends with Elton John.
Oh yeah, Brett Holden. We should get Brett's uncle on the show from Will and Grace.
Yep.
True.
Good one. That could kickstart this whole thing.
He just wrote challenge accepted in the chat. Let's go. Let's get let's get a Sir on the show. Let's get Sir David Beckham.
Yeah.
If we could get a Sir on the show at some point this year.
Oh, David Beckham would be a sick pull. Okay, so that's what
First
we're looking
question
for.
I'd ask, what's with your oldest son?
What's wrong with his oldest son?
They're estranged.
Oh.
They don't talk anymore ever since he got married. There's like some drama between his now wife and Victoria or something.
Okay, that would be the last famous interview we get if you come out of the gates with that.
You got to come through with the heavy hitting questions.
So what's the deal with your son?
So what's going on there?
Yeah, exactly.
Why wasn't he in your latest year wrap up photo dump?
That's so rough.
That's the question. Those are the answers we want to hear around
No,
here
I
on
want to
The
hear.
Sauce.
I want to ask him who he thinks is going to win the World Cup.
I guess.
Fine. Let's get our bets in for the day and put a wrap on this show. Thank you very much. It felt going into this show like we were riding a bike with training wheels again. I don't know if you felt that way.
I felt great. I've been having to pee this entire time. So if I do have a UTI,
It's good though. It's
a bladder infection,
I think it's added some energy to you today. You've crushed it. You know though, like what I'm talking about when you're away from work for an extended period of time and then
And you're
you
like,
come
"What's
back
my
and you
password?"
like kind of forget how to do it.
Yeah.
I was worried that was going to be the case today, but genuinely the
chat's been awesome.
is such a savior.
We'd be dead without the chat.
Yep.
What actually would we do? It'd be so boring
We'd
in
just
here.
be sitting here doing this for 2 hours swearing.
No, I've only said the S word twice.
Yeah, I said the F word on the last day before.
You did?
Yeah,
I think I got mad at you for that.
you did.
It was a long time ago.
It was way back when swearing was cool. Not anymore.
We're leaving that stuff in 2025.
Yeah, exactly.
We're born again non-swearers.
Okay, let's get to our bets. This segment brought to you by Sports Interaction Sportsbook and Casino. Every game is your game when you bet with Sports Interaction from puck drop to overtime. Bet with Canada's homegrown sportsbook. 19 plus. Please play responsibly. I'm kind of mad about what I bet on today. I wasn't thinking. I did it really quick. I want the Sharks to beat the Kings tonight, but then I should have added a Celebrini goal. Like, he's on a high right now. I don't know. Maybe I'll go in and do another bet at some point today. But yeah, my bet today is pretty simple. The Sharks to beat the Kings. I don't know if it's going to happen, but it'd be pretty awesome.
They do have a nice little West Coast rivalry going out there. So they usually play them pretty well. Like all those teams are actually a lot closer when they play each other, it seems, than when they play other teams. So I don't mind that bet.
If you want to jump on that bet with me, we'll have some fun tonight watching that game. Sharks to beat the Kings. What's your bet today?
I'm going with a guy who got shafted again. I did this with Hyman after not being named to Team Canada. The Team American roster was announced, and Jason Robertson was left off of it. He's, if I'm not mistaken, the top scoring American in the NHL right now.
What?
If not number 2. They left off like 5 of their top scoring 10 players off this roster. They're just, all they're doing is trying to figure out how to build a team that can beat Canada. So they want it to be like a little bit rougher and bigger, but they're leaving skilled guys off. And
maybe on purpose so they don't get injured. Or maybe they, is this an opportunity for them to rest?
No, that doesn't make much sense, I don't think. It's just genuinely like they want two-way forwards, guys that can play as good a defense as they play offense. But Jason Robertson's total game is great. It's just a really surprise absentee from the American roster. So when guys get shafted like this, they got something to prove. I got a Robertson goal with a Dallas Stars win. That little combo.
Every game is your game when you bet with Sports Interaction. Get in on the action with parlay boosts, live betting, and easy deposits and payouts. Bet now at sportsinteraction.com/Oilersnation. 19 plus. Please play responsibly.
Oh, Boldy and Geeky are ahead of him, so he's third now.
Okay. Thanks,
as
Chad.
far as American scoring. But yeah, still should have been on that team. And that's it for us.
That's it.
We out of here?
That was fun.
Yeah.
Reese, feel good to get back into the groove or what?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Right back at her tomorrow. We've got some great guests rolling through here the next few days. Oilers got a game day tomorrow night in Winnipeg.
Maybe we'll
be
get
breaking that
Carol
down.
Baskin in after Joe Exotic next week.
Or before. Carol Baskin.
Carol Baskin.
And everybody should go and watch Tiger King.
Yes, we're all rewatching it to refresh our minds so we have some awesome questions to ask Joe Exotic, the Tiger King, when he's hopefully on our show next Wednesday. And if he ghosts us, he's going on the wall. And he can blame jail. I don't care. He's still getting on the wall.
He can blame Carol Baskin if he wants.
Blame whoever you want. But you're going on the wall if you don't show up, Joe Exotic. All right, stay saucy. Thank you so much for being here. Make sure you're liking this video, and we'll be back tomorrow at 9 a.m. Mountain.
Toodles.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, like it, hype it, and share it with your friends.
And to not miss any of our content, make sure you're subscribing to the Oilers Nation YouTube channel. Freaking nailed it.